Hi, my name is Courtney Gattuso. I'm a weed-wise specialist with Clackamas Soil and Water Conservation District. The area that I help manage is the Upper Sandy Basin, which serves home to many wild and scenic rivers. One of those rivers is the Salmon River, which is where we are located today. It provides habitat for many fish and wildlife species. And we're here in Wildwood Recreation Site, which is a beautiful park that's managed by the Bureau of Land Management. And we recently discovered a new patch of Policeman's helmet, which is a Class B noxious weed in the state of Oregon and Washington. And it has recently been discovered here in the wetlands complex of the park. We've been managing this patch specifically for 2 years, but it is a part of a greater eradication effort along the Salmon River, which has been going on since 2014. So we'll get more into that in just a little bit, but first let's hear more about Wildwood from Park Ranger Karina.
My name is Karina Arellano. I'm a park ranger here at Wildwood Recreation Site. We are a day use site that is managed by the Bureau of Land Management along the Salmon Huckleberry Wilderness, which is also along the Salmon River, which is a wild and scenic river. Right in here we are in the wetlands area, which at one point used to be a holding pond back when this area was highly logged back in the 1900s. Recently we have done a lot of extensive restoration to bring back a lot of habitat, so a lot of log jams, just things that our salmon could appreciate. We do have a lot of Policeman's helmet, which is highly invasive. It used to be used ornamental, and a lot of people used to plant it because it is a beautiful flower, but it will just completely take over. So we work very closely with a lot of our partners to pool along this area, like along our side channel there. It used to be treated by your project, and so far in a couple years we haven't seen it pop back up, so that's what we're hoping will happen here at the wetlands.
More on the Policeman's helmet. It's an extremely fast-growing annual. It's native to India and western Himalaya. It can grow up to 8, even 10 feet tall in optimal conditions. It's extremely succulent and fleshy, completely hairless. It does have a hollow stem. You could see the leaves have serrated edges. And they are arranged in a whorled pattern around the stem in sets of 3. The flowers can range from white to pink to purple depending on sunlight. And then once the flowers dissipate and the seed pods form, you could see they're elongated, and once they're fully ripe and they're disturbed, they will eject up to 800 seeds per plant. So if this one goes left untreated, you could imagine it turning into a monoculture, really wiping out all the native vegetation around it. It competes with pollinator plants. It can also contribute to flooding by changing or stopping the movement of water. So definitely a good one to treat. Thankfully, it is easily controlled by hand. So I like to treat this one twice a year. That way the smaller plants during the initial treatment have time to grow and then can be retreated during the second treatment. So I start treatments in July and I end at the end of August. But there is significant elevation gain up here in the Welch's area. So my treatments are a little later in general. So yeah, let's go find our crew and see what they're up to.
I'm Miles Eubanks with Greenbanks. This is Brian, Maddie, and Simon. We're out here today doing Policeman's helmet treatments, manual treatments, where we're yanking them out of the ground. The manual treatments are feasible because it pulls out very easily. You can see here, the entire root came up on the first try. And Policeman's helmet is one of our favorite things we get to do because we get to work in beautiful places like Wildwood Recreational Site.